Hey, Captain Chris Johnson here. What's happening, everybody? It is Tuesday, and it rained again on Lake Michigan. It's cold. It's not 42. It's not too bad. But you know what? Onpassive information is keeping me warm. Connect is making me crazy. A lot of people inviting me all over the place. It's pretty cool, and I'm glad you're all having fun with it. What's going on today? What is today? Tuesday? I don't know. I know Red did his live at 11. I thought he wasn't doing it until after Marty, so now I got to go watch Red's live. Make sure you check it out. I know he was doing a long boat run today, and that's why he texted me and said I might go after Marty, but go watch that. Marty's following me next. I had a very, very interesting night. I'm not sure who's doing a webinar today. I know Engineer Mike does. Comfort might do something. I know Rob Lynn at 8 o'clock every night. Look in the back office, check what's going on. There's a lot of birthdays today. Hold on. I like just getting those out of the way because I forget. My eyes are horrible today. Let me say happy birthday, and everyone just hang out. Wanda Jones, happy birthday. And Agish Royale, happy birthday. I did write on this timeline. Habibur Rahman, happy birthday. Nareg Houj, happy birthday. Hizabar Rahman, happy birthday. Deborah Tugas, happy birthday. Karen Wildman, happy birthday. Tashipo Saduku, happy birthday. Farid Malik, happy birthday. I'm terrible with these names. This is a tough one. Haliciak, happy birthday. Vahek Morales Labato, happy birthday. And Maravik Labato, happy birthday. And I think that's it. Happy birthday to everybody. Those are some tough names. I apologize if I completely said it wrong. That's just what I do. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I had a very interesting night. Normally, I've been trying to get myself on a schedule. I get to bed about 12, 12:30, depending on how many people need help. I was supposed to get on a couple of connects when out of the blue, I get a text message. And I get a lot of text messages saying, Chris, I don't know what I'm doing. Usually I can text him back and get him through it. Well, it just happened to be another gentleman, older gentleman. His name is Wally, 75 years old, and his beautiful wife, 66 years old, Nan. And I said, I better call these guys. Their upline called them and said, or the person that signed them up said, hey, you're not registered properly. Well, right away, I know what was going on. All right. I could text this guy through it because I'm tired. I think it was now 12 midnight at when I started with him. And they're an hour behind me. So I know exactly what's wrong, that he signed up as a customer and not a founder, which, by the way, to remind everyone, a lot of people are still that way. They think they're a customer. They're actually even signed up for OConnect. But the problem is you guys got to go back into your OES click profile. If you see delete account, you're a customer. I've got 90 of them myself. I've tried a million times to text them, email them. They're just not paying attention. They will when the cha-ching starts coming in, and they're going to say, what's going on here? They'll figure it out. I'm doing the best I can. Anywho, I said, I better call this guy. At this point, I know nothing about these two individuals. Nothing. And I'm going to tell you firsthand, these are the kind of, someone sent me something. I missed it. Chris Redfern, thank you very much for the super sticker. And William got some money early this morning too, so just to let you know. So I said I better call these people. Don't know nothing about them. I call them through Facebook Messenger, and it's funny. It's just funny. All of a sudden, I can hear both of them talking. I'm going, hello, and they're kind of, well, did you do this? Did you do that? And they're not arguing, but they're trying to direct each other and what's going on. And I'm like, I'm texting. I can hear you. And they're saying he can hear us. Now, mind you, they're not technical people like myself. And one is trying to help out each other. And I'm finally saying, hey, I can hear everything you're saying. I can even see you. You can see us, yeah, and I can hear him talking. Finally, I said, listen, I'm going to hang up and call back. Boom. I hang up, I call back. They answer me through their computer, but they still don't have a camera. I said, I can see you. I can hear you now. You can hear me. That's great. I'm going to explain what you need to do. Now, me personally, I normally try to do it myself. I can get it done in less than 2 minutes. And I thought, I got to start teaching some of these people, especially up there with senior citizens, we'll just say it, older, not technical. So I'm walking him through. Chris Vongen, thank you very much for the super sticker. I got 2 Chris's. I think they're the same. Yes, they are. Thank you very much for the super stickers. So now I'm looking at the clock. I'm tired. My eyeballs are worse than they are now. I got to help this guy out. I said, well, listen, give me your. I went through the back office in his OES, the back office way, through the one-time password. Got in there and go, yes, you are a customer. I can't show him. He can't show me because he doesn't know how to direct his camera, which is fine. I go, we'll do this. Don't worry. I go, I'm going to delete your account, delete his account. And I said, now, we're going to go back to O-Founders, which we had to reset the password again because he's been messing around with it so much. Kind of funny. For me, it was. Kept them laughing. And he finally resets and gets in there. All right, now what do I do? So I go to navigate to OES, click on that, and we start filling that section out. And for some reason, you got to write the 2 passwords. They got to be exactly the same. One of them was, and he's Chris, now darn it, I put it in there. I said, no. Do you see a red circle around the square or whatever? He goes, well, no. And then his wife came in there. Oh, yeah, that's red now. But at this moment, I'm having a blast. I really am enjoying this. I said, listen, let me make it simple for you. I'm going to give you something easy. You could change it later that you won't mess that part up. Boom. We get him in there, right? Get him in OES. I get him. He signs his NDA, registers to OConnect. He says, now, Chris, I have other accounts. How many more accounts you got? He's got 9, but I think they're all right. I think I have 1 more that it's wrong. So we go in there. It turns out it was perfect. He did it right. But now he says, well, good. Now I can teach other people how to do this, which that's a good lesson. Let people do it, walk them through it. It might take a little longer, and it took a long time. They'll ask you, but we had fun doing it. He now knows how to do it and what he did wrong. Okay, now, so I'm talking to him. I said, I got to ask you a question. Nan says, Chris, we really, really want to take care of the homeless where we live. That catches my ear right off the rip. And I said, so where do they live in Arkansas? But we didn't always live in Arkansas. We were homeless. Whoa. Hit the brakes. I got to know. I'm nosy, but I want to understand. I go, can you share with me why you were homeless? Now, this is where the story starts. And this is, I don't know, 1:30 in the morning. And I'm like, I need to share this. Can I share it? Absolutely. Okay. I won't use the last name first. If you know Willie or Wally and Nan, they're phenomenal people. So she says, what happened is they got married a few years back. They met online, found love, decided to move to Arkansas. And I might mess that part up because they had told me so much. And they get there. Now this is the kicker. This is where my heart started bleeding and then just crying. They've got 4 big dogs. Okay. Or 4 dogs, we'll say. Now they called ahead of time and they both moved to Arkansas and they got an apartment. Well, when they got there, the complex says, you can't have dogs in here. Huh? We told you about, no, you can't have dogs in here. So what did they do? Because they love their animals, they waited. What did they do? They lived in their car for 5 months. 5 months now. Now, by any means, they weren't broke. They didn't have to be homeless, but they had 4 dogs and they could not find anyone that would take them as a tenant with these 4 dogs, to my understanding. So now they got my attention. What did you do? Well, now Nan worked at, what did she say? Was it Walmart? Walmart's. Nan had a job, 66 years old. She works at Walmart's. Still does. I said, well, wait a minute. So you lived in your car for 5 months. You went to work every day. I said, Wally, what did you do? Well, I sat in the Walmart's parking lot with my 4 dogs in the car all day. 5 months. They had no place to go. She went to work. Wally, he stayed in the car with these dogs. They lived in the Walmart's parking lot. So now I'm thinking, well, did you shower? Oh, yeah, we found a church that let us shower every Monday. I think it was every Monday and Wednesday, she told me. And I'm thinking, how cool is this? But she says it made us realize that at least we had a car to sleep in and be in, what it's like for someone to live on the streets. They also learned that on Sundays, there was a Burger King there that bought breakfast for the homeless people. And they also had to listen to a sermon, a church sermon. I'm like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. All right. And I'm thinking they did all this because the love of their animals. I know we have a lot of animal lovers out there. So now it ain't over. The story's not over. I'm still going crazy. It's now, I think, 1:30 in the morning. And I'm like, man, I can't sleep now. I got to know more. I got to know more. So in their journey of this, remember, imagine just living in your car for 5 months, not just by yourself, but with 2 people and 4 dogs. I'm still blown away by that. The dogs, and it was cold. The dogs probably kept them warm at night. They did. So I asked them a couple of questions, and I said, well, where are you at now? So about Christmas time, this past Christmas, after 5 months, a girl walked out into the Walmart's parking lot and said, are you guys homeless? Well, we are. We have these dogs. We can't find. Well, she found them a place to stay on Christmas. I think it was Christmas Day. They said they got this, or around Christmas, they got this new place they could stay with their dogs. Cool story. No, so I said, okay, so you were homeless for 5 months. You lived in your car because you were cold, because you couldn't find a place to stay with your dogs. You sacrificed your own. My opinion. You sacrificed both your times. Then I think his son knew, and she never told her family. So they didn't even know what was going on. All right. But because they love their dogs so much, that's the sacrifice that they made for those animals. Now, long story short, they're in an apartment. So, all right, now what do you guys do now? She still goes to work. Wally's 75 years old. And I said, she goes, well, what we do is when we go out to eat, all right, we go out to lunch or dinner, we talk to the waiters and waitresses. Now, this is where I want you all to pay attention. And I said, what do you tell them? Oh, we tell them that we own an internet business that deals with AI. And he said, most of the time they'll say, what's AI? It's artificial intelligence. It's really cool, and we'd love to get you into it. So what they do is they say, all you got to do is give us your email, and we'll send you stuff once it comes in. Boom. Now, since Christmas time, they've collected over 35 emails. 35 emails just talking to a waiter or a waitress. Some of them that never even heard of AI, which is really weird, but it happens. And they've collected 35. Now, this is what they're doing. And I said, you guys are doing this really? I go, I love this. And Nan yells out, Chris, we just want to help people. We've always been this way, but we really want to help people. And then I'm thinking, wonder what their dreams are. And then Wally out of nowhere says, well, when the passive apples start falling, we're going to get a house, and I'm going to get a 100-inch TV. And she's going, Wally, no, let him talk. It's good to dream. Now, 100-inch TV. And then what has he said? And then we're going to have people over. We're going to introduce them to a passive, to resellers and customers. See, he wasn't thinking about himself. Neither one of them were thinking about themselves. And this is the Onpassive mindset. What Onpassive, I think, tells your brain, tells your heart, listen, this is what it's about. It's not about the money. It really is about helping people. All right. Now, myself thought this was, now maybe you don't, I thought it was the coolest story I've ever heard. And I told them, you are the kind of people that I want to run into and meet every single day. Every single day. Now, he is a retired printer. He printed, what did you print? 20 years. He printed people's paychecks out. And she was a nurse that she gave up her nursing job because her father was sick and she took care of her father. You know what I'm going to say about that? Fell in love with her right off the rip until her father passed away. Okay. Two interesting people. If you get the opportunity or you know them, Wally and Nan, I love you. Thank you for sharing what I think is an amazing experience through your lives. I know in my heart what you're going to do once Onpassive takes off. I know the lives that you're going to change. You had 5 minutes experience of being homeless. But before that, I know you were givers. Matter of fact, I know you were givers. But what you went through, I always say there's a reason for everything. There was a reason why your dogs meant the world to you. There was a reason why you stayed in that car. I don't know what else to say, but I was blown away. I had a hard time. I didn't fall asleep till 3 o'clock in the morning, which is very rare for me lately. Up at 7, and I couldn't stop. I'm excited. Red calls and says, Chris, I might have to go live after Marty. So I wasn't sure when he was going live, but I'm thinking, oh man, I'm not going to change my time. I told these individuals, Nan and Wally, I'm going to go on at 11:30, which is 10:30 their time. So I asked them really basically what was the last thing I said. I got to get some sleep. What is your guys' plans? And that's all they kept saying is we just want to help people. And we're going to be able to do this through Onpassive. And hopefully in the next 5 or 6 months, after Onpassive really takes off, they're going to buy a new place, a place of their own. And I'm praying hard for them because these are the kind of individuals who give up everything and they just don't think about themselves. And I'm letting you know it's time to think about yourselves, but you can still help people. And this is what they did. I mean, to collect 35 emails just by saying, hey, we have this internet. What was his exact words? They have a business with artificial intelligence. They didn't say nothing about Onpassive. That's all they told them. Now, young kids, I'm sure these are younger kids, waiters and waitresses, looking for another opportunity, online opportunity, and who they both have faces of anything they say you trust. So I think that's what's got going for them. They're just humble people, and I absolutely fell in love with them. So that's my story. I was excited, so excited about it. I put it on my post last night. I can't wait to share this story. Now, was all that done for a reason? I don't know, but I think it was. I think it was God doing something. I think God picks out people and says, man, this person's got a great heart. This person's going to do a lot of help for people. And sometimes I think God puts us in situations where we struggle, which a lot of you are right now. And God does this, I think, to make you stronger or maybe to teach us a lesson. I've had struggles in my life, and I used to say, oh, God, why now? I mean, I don't question God at all, just like I don't question Mufareh. When Mufareh said he's going to do something, I trust in what he's doing, all right? And I'm not comparing the two, so don't get me wrong. God is God. Mufareh is a man, I think a great man with a brilliant mind. But I think God makes things happen in our lives for reasons. My father and mother taught me that when I was younger. No matter what, if it's good or bad, Chris, listen to me, they'd say. No matter what happens in your life, if it's good or bad, I had phenomenal parents, by the way. It's God's will. There's a reason why maybe you got in an accident today. There's a reason for it. There's a reason today that you woke up and you found a letter in the mail from someone you haven't heard from in a long time. There's a reason that you see the guy at the street holding that sign every day and you go out and help him. God gives us signs, I think, for a lot of things. I once seen a beautiful video as people said, God is everywhere, everywhere. And they show a picture of a beautiful butterfly that lands right on the guy's hand. To me, that's God. Or when the sun shines down and you feel that ray, woo! All right. And where am I going with this? I don't know. They brought out more of my heart. And I think I couldn't be more proud to say these are real founders here, which a lot of you I know are. A lot of you. But I just want to introduce you to Wally and Nan. Thank you for keeping me up late last night because it was worth it. By the way, they are all signed in. And this is what Wally said. I could see the stress in his face. I'm like, Wally, I could see them, but they couldn't see me. I said, Wally, I want to let you know that I'm looking right at you. And I don't like the stress I'm seeing. I want you to take a breath. And I said, I do not want you to have a heart attack. Loosen up, he starts laughing. But I go, I can see you both. I do not want anyone to stress like this. Okay? This was the thing for me is to see someone, Shirley Dotson, thank you very much for the super sticker. All this money, guys, goes to William. Tell you that right now. He's going to repair the money we sent him last night. He's going to repair that one section. So that's cool. But just two cool people. Guys, helping people out, no matter what situation you're in, is the greatest feeling in the world. I literally know people that would give their last dollar because they see someone worse off than what they had it. I think if, and this is me saying it, Passive opened my eyes to a lot of things like that. As, no matter where you are, if you look on YouTube, there's a lot of videos of, there's a couple guys that go around the world and they help people out that live on the streets. And a lot of these people that they come up to say, what can I do? And then he says, you know what? Because you were kind to me, here's $500. And they're like, whoa, what do they do? One guy went to the market and bought a bunch of groceries, walked down the street to where he knew a bunch of homeless people, his buddies, and fed them all. Some of them gave the money away and said, I only need $20, but I know these people need a lot more. All right? That's what Onpassive and Ash Mufareh's thoughts and his heart. That's what I've learned. You want to be honest? Yeah, I got into this to make money for doing nothing. I'm sure glad I'm doing something. And this is my honest opinion. All right. I want everyone to succeed in passive, and I know you will. But stories like that to me are worth $1 trillion. I want to meet two individuals like Wally and Nan every single day of my life. I want to be able to, all I did was help him get in there. And here's Wally. Like I said, I'm jumping. I can see it. Which time is it? Marty's going to get mad. I got 7 minutes. I can see it in his face that he's stressed. Now, Nan, I think because she was a nurse, she's cool as a cucumber. I'm like, all right, Wally, take a breath. Hold on. He goes, Chris, man. And this guy for 75, he don't look 75. No, neither one of them look their age. He looks like he's in good shape. I said, listen. He says, Chris, wait. I want to thank you. No, I don't want your thanks. I want you to get into your OES. He says, oh my God, I was so afraid I was going to lose this count. I want to explain to everybody. No one is going to lose their count. Even if you signed up as a customer by mistake, it's fixable. You won't lose your account. Wally was saying, oh my God, Chris, I was so afraid I'm going to lose. No one's going to, I told Wally, you're not going to lose this account. And 6 months from now, people that still signed in wrong are not going to lose their accounts. All you got to do is reach out. If you're getting emails from me constantly about, hey, you did it wrong, let me help you. There's a reason we're doing this. All right. But you're not going to miss out. We all make mistakes here and there of how we do things in paper or spelling or whatever. But I don't want you to stress out. All you got to do is reach out. There's literally thousands of people through the Onpassive family that are willing to help you out. Register properly. Maybe you're doing something wrong. We spent almost 40 minutes because he couldn't figure out what was wrong with his passwords. He had one. I couldn't see it because he couldn't turn his camera. He didn't know how to work the camera. I said, let's take the stress away. Let me give you 2 easy passwords, and then you can change them later just to get him in there. And he was so relieved. You could see it in his face. You seen the stress just fall off him. I don't want anyone to be stressed. Onpassive is a stress-free world. There are some things that you have to do to get it going. It's all easy. But if you're not a technical person and you're real nervous, number one, don't be nervous. Take a deep breath. All right. Call anyone. Your person that got you in this, he or she should be able to help you. But a lot of people don't have contact with them, which you should. All right? Because what's happening now? Do I have any new information? Yeah, I woke up today. I'm breathing, and I met 2 individuals who made me take even a deeper breath. That's your update. Do I know that thousands of people are playing with OConnect all day? I do, because they send me all their links. It's cool, guys. All this stuff you're having fun with now, because we waited so long for the OConnect part, is happening. All right. I know Ash has been extremely busy, in and out of meetings constantly. What is he doing in those meetings? Good question. You want to know what he's doing? He's fighting for you and me. He's trying to regulate with each government. And there's a lot of governments that we're part of, to do it the right way. Where this country might do it this way, this country might do it this way, and he's got to adjust all that. So there's a lot to do. Don't think Ash Mufareh just said, give me a pen, I'm going to do this. Okay, let's do it. No, that's not how it works. And he's got to go through governments, lawyers, people. It's a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. So I want to thank all of you for coming on here. The Beeve, Dana's Energy, Larry. I know that Nan and Wally are watching. I don't even know if they're on here. Gemma Ramaki, Lister T, Frank Rowe, Tanya Hennard, Precious Deborah. That's cute. Senia. I know today Kaylee was number 1. I know, let's see, am I missing anyone? I always miss somebody. Deborah Long, I don't do it intentional, guys. Gina Leva, Gift of Onpassive, Rob Lynn, Mad Hatter, Dorlinda. That's a cool name. Listen, I want to say hi to everybody. I love every one of you. Thank you for supporting Onpassive. Thank you for believing in Onpassive. Thank you for allowing me to say these stories or give you my opinion. I love to hear people's stories. I love to hear people's opinions, what you think. Please keep sending anything that you see that isn't working properly. Most of it's the same. And it's weird because it might work on this guy's right now because that settling factor. Okay. But don't worry. Once again, I'll tell you before I go, 11:58, I got 2 minutes. Marty's late anyway. Think back in the last few years, how many times we've gone through this. And a couple weeks later, everything's working perfect and you forget all about that. That's exactly what's going to happen. So I love every one of you. God bless you. Check out your back office always. If something comes up, groundbreaking, myself, Marty, or Red will get on here and we'll tell you all about it. Appreciate everyone that's doing lives and making posts. Keep that up. And remember, double check your account to make sure you're actually a founder. Quick, easy ways to click profile in your OES. It'll drop down. If you see delete account, you are a customer. It's a real easy fix. Delete it and start all over again. All right. I love you. Marty's coming up here in a minute. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow. We got 360. I do have an early doctor's appointment tomorrow. It might go to 2:00. We might have it at 2:00. Maybe some exciting things on that too. So pay attention. More from Marty. We'll see what Marty's got to say on his live. God bless you all and have a wonderful day. And Wally and Nan, glad I got to meet you and help you. I know what you guys are going to do. You're going to do amazing things. I love every one of you. God bless.